Kayla and welcome to my channel, and this is my quarterly wrap up for July, August and September, and I do have notes to the side of me in case you want to know why I'm looking to the left. And I've read a total of 11 books over the 3 months, and the first few I've got to show you now, and they are The Story of Tracy by Jacqueline Wilson. I gave this 5 stars on Goodreads. I enjoyed it, it was good as I remember. I also have The Diamond Girls by Jacqueline Wilson as well, and I gave this one 2 stars because it was problematic. It had its issues which could have been handled a lot better or not put in there at all. She's known for controversy in her books, but I think this one's taken it a bit too far for my liking for a book meant for like 9-year-olds and little girls especially. It's given them bad ideas of what's good and bad, but it's given them ideas of what's acceptable all of the time without any exceptions to the rule, and I don't really care for that. And I also read A Bender of Spirit by Bella Forrest as well. This is book 83 in the series, and I gave this 4 stars because I actually took a bit more notice of this one as I was reading it and followed it a lot better, so I like this one a lot more. And the next few books that I read I don't actually have a copy of except for one, and I'll start off with the ones I don't have a copies of, and they are Lost by Christine, I don't have to say her surname, Renabo, because it's French, I don't know, which I gave 5 stars. The Book of Salky by Anna Scott, which I gave 4 stars. There was I, Robot by Paul Codreau, also I don't know how to say his name, and Shades of Lovers by Katrina Renabo, again a French name, I don't know, and Once Upon a Dragon's Fire by Beatrice Blue. And I have copies of 2 books which I also read, which is Snowflakes by Ruth Way, which is an audiobook. I didn't care too much for this, but it was okay just for the sake of reading it because I do enjoy her books. And I also have a copy of The Dawn Chorus by Samantha Shannon. I gave this 3 stars. I should have really read the previous books again before this one, otherwise this would have been a much higher rated book for me, to be honest. Otherwise I would have loved it massively. And the next book that I have is A Girl from Paradise Hill, which by Susan Lund, which is part of a trilogy. I enjoyed this. I think I gave it 3 stars, which is lower than what I would give it if I enjoyed something, but I think the next, as far as I can gather, the next book in the series is a little bit better. But it was okay, it was pretty average, but I did enjoy it for what it was worth. And they're all of the books that I read, and I'm going to go straight into the stats for the 3 months, just to make the whole process of, instead of 2 videos I'll make 1. And in total, of course, as I mentioned, I read 11 books. Of those 11 books I read a total of 1,671 pages, 768 in July, August was 444 and 441 in September, and the average page count for the month, book length for the month, for each month, was 262 for July, 74 for August, and September 220. And for each month the average star rating was July 3.6, August 4 and September was 3. And places that were set were Ireland, Scotland, generally the UK, generally in America, specifically Washington State, and with one of the books it's a universal place. There's on different planets because it counts as sci-fi a little bit as well. And the genres were dystopian, YA, fantasy, children, sci-fi, thriller / crime. Some of those genres merge into one as well, like with A Shade of Vampire. You could call that young adult, fantasy, sci-fi as well, all 3 in one. And the release years were 2018, 2019 and 2020 between all of them. And the author to male to female ratio was 90% female and 10% male. There was only one male author out of all of those, which I'm going to try and change over the next few months to try and get the figures to be a little more even. And a question I put on every statistics video is, are any of them new? And yes, 60% of them were new and 40% were not. And the format were ebook and paperback, and that apart from and there was one audiobook for the month as well, which was the Ruth Ware book. And that's all of the statistics that I've got for you for this month, the past 3 months. And I hope you've enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.